Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to fix Windows blue screens, errors, crashes, or stutters. So let's get started. So here we are in Windows 10, but if you're in Windows 11 you can still replicate what I am going to do. And for now we're going to do basic troubleshooting. So to do that we're going to uninstall some unnecessary apps. So we can do that by searching here, remove, and you can see here add or remove programs, and we want to go there, and you want to uninstall some programs that you don't really need anymore. In my case it's CapCut right here. I want to uninstall this right there. You want to uninstall. After that, and complete, or whatever more apps that you don't really need right here. So it depends on you, and just remember that you don't need to remove all of this, because you can just not uninstall some apps because some of them are really trusted. But if you see some suspicious apps that you think is the reason that you're running into some problems, then you should uninstall it and see if it solves your problem and what it does, and voila, you have already found your problem and now you can fix it. So that's it for the basic troubleshooting. Now let's go into installing updates right here. So what we want to do is go here into search, and we want to search updates right here, and we want to check for updates because some of you guys are running into problems because your operating system is so outdated. This is really common to the older people because some of them are not really techy, and they're coming to me saying that they're having problem with their laptop, but when I go into it, it is just that their Windows or their OS isn't updated. It's just their auto update is disabled. That is why they are not updated into the new Windows. So updating your Windows would really help you into updating your drivers also, and overall updating your system. And that might be the solution to your problem, and that would eliminate the errors or problems that you are facing in your PC. And the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Windows repair, and to do this we're gonna go into command prompt, which we're gonna go here in settings, and we're gonna type cmd, and after you are here you want to go and launch command prompt as administrator. Take note that you need to run this as administrator because that is really important. This won't work if you don't run it as administrator. So in here what you're gonna type is simply sfc and then slash, then scan now, and after that you want to press enter, and all you have to do now is just wait. As you can see, it says beginning system scan. This process will take some time, and as you can track the progress right here, but it's gonna take some time. So while that is loading, we're just gonna do another. But after this completed, you want to restart your PC. So let's just go close that because we don't really need it. Our PC is fine. So after it has been completed, then you can restart your PC and see if it solves the problem. But if it doesn't, then let us proceed. So now we're going to diagnose our memory. So to do that, we're gonna go into Windows Tools or Memory Diagnostic Tool. You can see it right here in Windows 10. This is the name that we want, or in Windows 11 I think it's pretty much the same. So you want to launch this, you want to run, and now what you want to do is click here on restart now and check for problems, but we're not going to do it now because we don't want to restart and turn off this recording. So in your case you want to do it now, and the process here is pretty much the same. Let me show you so that you can see right here in Windows diagnose memory right there, and this is what it will appear in your screen once you have clicked this restart now and check for problems. This is what it would appear, and all you have to do is just wait the same process that we did in the CMD, and that's basically it. And after that, all we need to do now is simply go into event viewer, because we want to check with about the Windows diagnostic here for the memory that we have done. We want to go into event viewer right here, and from here what you want to do is go here into Windows logs, and you want to go into system right here, right there, and here in the system you want to go into find, and you want to type in memory like that, and then find next. After that, all you need to do is just wait for a bit, and this one shouldn't appear in your case, but for me it appeared because I didn't do any memory diagnostic. That is why this one appeared. But in your case, you should be finding one right here. So what you will be looking for is here in the source. You want to look for a memory diagnostic something. You want to look for that right here, memory diagnostic, and you want to click on it, and you want to go into general right here, and you would see the description that it has to say. So it should say that it hasn't found any problems right there. So if it says otherwise, that it has found problems when it is diagnosing your memory, then you have found a problem. Your problem is your memory, so you might want to change your memory, your RAM, just like that, or maybe you could diagnose it again and see if it still persists. So the next thing that we can do is go into your overclock settings or XMP profile. So it depends on whatever motherboard you're using, so or whatever graphics card. So you need to go into overclocks or XMP, depends on your device and what you're using. So you need to turn off your overclocks and XMP profile, because that could be the reason that you are experiencing some errors, blue screens, errors, or whatever you are having problem here in Windows 10 or Windows 11. And the next thing that we can do is just simply taking out the RAM sticks. So let's say you have 2 RAM sticks in your computer. So you want to take out one, but take note, before you do that, you need to turn off your computer first before you take out the RAM stick, right there, like that. So once you have taken out the new one first, the first one, once you have taken it out, then you want to launch your PC again, and you want to see if it still persists, the problem still persists, and if it still does, then you can change turn. You want to put back the one you removed, and then you want to remove again the one that has stayed in the previous one. So you want to remove that and let the other one stay again, and it will be alternating until you finish all your RAM sticks. So you're removing. So after that, you have successfully checked your RAM if it is faulty or not. So if it is faulty, then you could pretty much tell, because when you remove the faulty RAM stick, then your system should be fine, should be running fine. But if it still persists right there, it means that the problem isn't in the RAM sticks. So another thing that I can advise to you is to do the same to the USBs that is plugged in your system unit. So it could be a reason, because it might be an overloaded of USB, or there might be some faulty USB that is causing problem to your computer. So you just want to do that. The same thing you would do to the RAM sticks, same procedure. You want to take each one and determine which USB is causing the problem. And after that, now we can test if you have power supply issues. If none of them shown up as an issue, then we can check the power supply. So to do this is that you can go into MSI Afterburner, like here, MSI Afterburner download right here, and here, like that, and you want to download the MSI Afterburner right here, and you start download right here. It's very lightweight, you don't need to worry about that. You should be downloading this just fine. And you want to open it, and you want to launch the MSI Afterburner right here. Let's just wait for it. And you want to click on yes, and you want to set up right there. It's very easy. And accept right there. Continue, next. And after that, let's just wait for it, because this is the one that could be troubling. You could see it right here. You might have some overclocks that is enabled right here. So we're gonna go here and next again. I do accept right there, install. This is what you basically need to do. This is very easy. So after that, you just wait for this, but as you can see, it's taking quite a while, and there it is. It has now finished installing. We can now click on finish right there, and we're gonna close that, and we're gonna now open the MSI Afterburner right here, run MSI Afterburner, and finish right there. And as you can see, we are now in the MSI Afterburner right here. And what you want to do in the fan settings, you want to set this to the minimum right here. You want to do it to the minimum, right? So that in this way, you would have a minimum power that is taking from your PSU or power supply. But in my case, I don't want this because my system is running fine. So in here, you want to make sure to drag this all the way here in the back so that your PSU would not be overloaded, because that might be the reason why you are experiencing problem here in your OS. But if you're going to do this, then that would mean that you would also have dropped frames, because of course your PC is taking less power, or your graphics card is taking less power from the PSU. So that means it can only generate so much power in giving you frames. So that would be the side effect of this one. But if you have observed that this was the solution when you did this, you solve the problem isn't persisting anymore, there are no more errors or whatsoever, then that means that the solution to that is just the PSU. You need to change the PSU into something better, or higher watts, so in that way that could supply your components here in PC very well. And now if all this didn't really work, all the things that I have shown you didn't really work, one thing, or the last resort that I can advise to you, is simply resetting your PC. So reset, as you can see here in the reset this PC right here, you want to reset, and you want to go into here, reset this PC. You want to click on get started, and you have the option to keep my files, and this removes the app settings but keeps your personal files. But I recommend going for remove everything, and that way you would have a clean and fresh PC or version of Windows, just like that. But remember, you need to back up first. If you have some really important photos, documents, or some videos, you want to back it up in maybe in a hardware or in a cloud, depending on you and how you want to back it up. But if you want to save those files, then you need a backup. So that's it. So once you have chosen this, the process is pretty much straightforward. After this point, all you have to do is just follow the instructions, and then you're all good. So I hope this video helped you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to be updated on our new uploads. See you soon.